I want to talk to you about cottages. Since the start of the pandemic, as many of you know, demand for cottages have skyrocketed, and despite what people thought last year that prices for cottages will crash, prices for cottages have skyrocketed unbelievably. So I want to show you a graph from the Lakelands Association, which basically covers the cottage country geography up north of the Greater Toronto area. And I want to specifically talk about waterfront properties. That's just because that's the type of properties that people from Toronto are interested in. And looking at January 2012 to January 2020, which is pre-pandemic, over that 8 years, the compounded annual growth rate, or the CAGR, has been around 3%. And when you compare that to the CAGR of the year and a half since the start of the pandemic of 51%, you can see how prices have shockingly increased for these type of assets. And the benchmark price, or the median price for a waterfront property in the Lakelands is $925,000. Comparing that to $500,000 pre-pandemic, that's an increase close to 85%. There are two main factors for this. One is the restrictions with the lockdown and the shutdown of the border. So we were essentially stuck in Ontario, and instead of sticking at home and timely home, people would rather spend time in nature and at the waterfront. And the second reason that goes hand in hand is the fact that work is flexible now. People are working from home or remotely, and short-term rental rates have really skyrocketed as well. Before the pandemic, for a typical waterfront property, during the summer, you could look at short-term rents of $1,500 to $2,000 rent per week. And that's now more than $3,000 to $4,000 for some same type of properties during the pandemic. Looking at the prices now where they stand, and I run the cash flows, if you're looking at this as a pure business and you just want to rent it out, I'm getting close to break-even cash flows, which is comparable to some properties you can find in Ajax or Oshawa, Scarborough. And another consideration you need to make when you're thinking about purchasing a cottage is the fact that banks don't like lending for this type of assets. They don't like lending for leisure properties. So be prepared to pay close to 40 to 50% down payment for purchasing a cottage. So what do I think personally about purchasing a cottage at this point? There are two sides to this argument. One side is the fact that there's probably a structural shift in demand for waterfront properties. As even the government restrictions are lifted, I think the work from home theme or the remote work theme will be taking hold over the coming years. And if people have a hybrid or flexible work arrangements, many would opt out to either rent a cottage up north or buy a cottage up north and spend more time in nature during the summer rather than being stuck in Toronto. And to go with that argument is also the fact that waterfront cottages are limited in number and they're not being made anymore. When you compare that to subdivisions that are being built quite a bit around the GTA, waterfront cottage quantity is limited. So if demand has shifted up and population will be increasing rapidly over the coming years, there is an argument to be made that the increase over the past year and a half is not a bubble and is in fact a start to a bull market for these type of assets. The other side of the argument is the fact that, once restrictions are lifted, pandemic goes away, borders open up, more people are looking to travel internationally compared to going to a cottage. So demand may slip down with that, rents come down, and property prices adjust. And that's something you gotta decide as an investor which side of the argument you want to be on. But what I want to leave you with is, if you're looking at this as a pure business, there's probably better investments that you can make, near the GTA that are less risky. But if you're telling me I want to use this as a family cottage, as a leisure property that I can use myself and enjoy it and rent it part-time to recover some of the bills, I think go for it. I don't think prices are going to come down dramatically. They're probably going to continue going up. and at the same time you're paying down your mortgage. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there are a lot of factors which I didn't talk about in this video that go into choosing the right cottage for you. And I do broker in cottages, so if you have any questions, you better call Adam. Thank you.